If you don't get at least 10 book calls every week from your ad campaign, there are three things wrong with your ads, and we're going to fix that today. And this is strictly for those that own design firms and want to get more residential clients. Now, whenever you run ads for your business, you get mostly ghost leads. These are those that see your ad, probably interact, but they never fully convert. And it can be very frustrating because you're spending money on ads and you're not getting more calls, not just random calls, more qualified calls. Now, why does this even happen in the first place? And there are three major reasons. The first thing is that your speed to lead. How fast you reply to your lead. Whenever you run ads for your business, you have so many competition. And if you can't reply very, very fast, you probably forget about you. And the second thing is that your lead form is very simple. You have very basic questions. When you run ads and you ask for their name, their email, their phone number, probably their address, these are very simple questions that anyone can fill, and you get more bad leads. You want to make your form a little bit difficult. The more difficult your form is, the harder it is for you to get bad leads. Whenever you have upfront questions about how much you want to spend, you disqualify those that cannot work with you. And I'll show you how I do that in this video. Now, also your email follow-up sequence. How do you follow up with your leads? When you run ads for on Instagram or Facebook and even Google, you have to follow up them with value. The more value you give, the more warmer they are to you. So when they come on the call with you, they know a little bit more about you. Now, how does this setup work? How does this span? And this is exactly how it looks like. If you have a smaller time of response from your ads campaign, you book more calls. It's just simple. But if you take a long time, maybe you reply to your leads the next day, they probably are forgetting about you. Now, I'm sure you cannot remember every content you saw on Instagram probably yesterday. But if you saw one content that resonated with you and somebody on that team kept on following up with you, you probably remember that content more. The same thing applies to your service. If you are trying to get more residential clients, you want to reply very, very fast. And I'm sure you are probably busy, but if you have a personal assistant that has the goal of calling every lead 60 seconds or less, you have more chances of getting more clients. Now, also, the form is very, very important. When you have a very basic form that is so simple to answer, you get a lot of cheap leads, those that are just probably browsing. When you have more questions upfront, it's easier for you to filter those that cannot really offer your service. Now, I'm going to use my own business as an example so you can get the whole gist of how it works. Now, when I run ads for my business, I never send my client to my website. This is my website here, and this is my landing page here. Now, you're going to tell me the difference between both. When you send leads to your website, there are so many things that could distract them. Now, we work with just interior designers alone, so probably you. And there are a lot of things that talks about what we do and how we can help. But the thing is that there are so many things that are not necessary for my ad campaign. If I run ads to this website here, my leads can get distracted by so many other things, like learn about my team, learn about other services I offer, and my ads budget will completely waste. So I don't send them here. There are different portfolios of our past clients that they could check out, and it could completely distract them from the main goal. I want to get all my leads to book calls with me. That is the goal of my landing page. And when I send them to a landing page, it is very, very straightforward. And it's just one page. This is my landing page right here. It has the simple offer that says we get you 10 qualified consultations every week. There's no fluff words there, just straight offer. And when they scroll down, or when you scroll down, you can see a testimonial of what I've worked with in my past clients, and you can watch the video. Now, this is the most important button right here that says book a call with me. But I don't want anyone to just book calls with me because I don't work with everybody. I work with just interior designers. And even with the designers also, I don't work with auto designers also. Now, I make my form a little bit more difficult. I don't just ask for your name and your email address. I go an extra mile. Now, this is my form here. And if you look at it right here, I'm going to put in my name, my email address. Let me use email address. Work with John. Now I ask for the website. So let me copy this right here, and I put this here. Type of projects you want to work on. Maybe you do more residential projects or more commercial. That's fine. Now, what challenges do you face in your business? I ask more questions so I can get more qualified clients. Even the same thing with your ads. If you're only asked to get clients, you want to ask more specific questions. The more specific you are, the better your lead quality. And something I don't shy off is asking about money. Now, a lot of times you book calls and you have those that cannot truly afford your service. And I don't like that for my business. It wastes my time and the prospect time. So when I run ads, I ask them how much is the average cost of your design service. If you don't charge a minimum of $10,000 for your service, I can't work with you. It makes no sense because there's no way that I could help you get more clients. So I put that right here, and this qualifies or disqualifies those that are not my ideal client. Even if you're a designer and you want to work with me, if you don't charge this minimum price range for your services, there's no way we can work together. And I also ask the current marketing budget. So you get for your marketing budget here, how much you're currently spending. Now this helps me qualify those that cannot afford my service. And if you don't fill this question right here, there is no way you can book a call with me. The same thing applies to your business. When you run ads to get clients, you want to ask very difficult questions. Don't shy away from this question. This helps you not waste your time. I rather run ads and get 2 calls a week than run ads and get 100 calls and not qualified. But the more you spend on your ad, the more calls you get. So let's say I confirm this call right here. If I go to my CRM right here, this email address and this name here gets sent to my CRM. And also my personal assistant gets to see this call and calls this client immediately. There is no time to wait because the more I linger in reaching out to the client, the probability of them forgetting about me is getting very, very higher. If I go right here to my book call right here and I go to my book meeting, once I refresh this page, that email address is sent to my CRM and my personal assistant gets to see this information and reaches back as soon as possible. Now it's going to show up in a minute and you can see how the entire system looks like. Now just for context also, this is coming up. Now this is the email address I just kept right here. And immediately in my CRM, it sends a notification both to my personal assistant's email address and also the CRM. And they get to call that prospect immediately. The faster you are to reach out to your prospect, the more they are willing to respond to you. And this is the CRM, the information right here, the new deal. And this is stored under the new list category. This also helps your Facebook ads optimize much better because you're able to send this information back to Facebook. If I go to my CRM right here, I can see the information. This is the information right here, and the email address, the time, and other details of the person. Now, once I'm going to the email address of the prospect that booked the meeting, you can see they also get sent more information about the meeting, and this helps them to remember about the meeting. Now, I spoke about following up with value. If you look at my automation right here, once someone books a call with me, I send them to my CRM right here, and after 5 minutes, they get this email here. And this email just warms up my prospect to know more about me. It has my offer right here, and it has their name and other information. Now, this is done to give more value. The more value you are giving to your prospect upfront, the most likely they are to remember about you. Now, you don't just get one email alone. There are several emails that we send to our prospect. The same thing applies to yours also. Whenever you run ads for your business, you don't just send one email. You send several emails, but at discrete time intervals. You don't want to be too pushy or too salesy because that can really turn your prospect off. And you want to give value first. Now, this helps a lot. Whenever you are giving value first to your prospect, they feel in a way indebted to you, that this is so much value I've gotten from just reaching out to this person. I can't imagine what this call would look like. And that's exactly what you want for your prospect. Whenever someone books a call with you right here, they book a call, they get your landing page, they qualify, they book a call. A caller calls up a prospect immediately. Whenever you reach out to them in less than 60 seconds, they are most likely to respond to you more. And don't forget about you get more book rates and show up rates. And next, they have like an email setup that flows up with them. And this is my email sequence right here. If you look at the other ones I have, once they get that email from my team, they get another email that just gives them more value. If you go to the welcome section right here, you can see information about, let me show you how it looks like. All right, so this is the email sequence right here. So once someone books a call with me, they get the first email that talks about how we can help them get more residential clients. As I said, the principle is giving value first. You don't ask so much. For someone to book a call with you, they're very interested in working with you. You send them more value, things that you expect from you from the call, and this just helps them get warmed up to you. And this is the first email we send to them, very short and very memorable. Then after this, maybe like in 12 hours, another email is sent automatically. This is not done manually. It's sent automatically. And if someone gets more email from you giving value, they are more warmed up about how you can help them. And this is the same principle that applies to your business also. It's the same principle, it's the same human psychology. The harder your questions are, the more you follow up with your client, the more you improve your show up rate. Now, if you want the entire setup for your business, you want to run ads for your business, both for Facebook ads and Google ads, you can also book a call with this and get the same experience I just showed you right here. I look forward to speaking with you. Bye.